book say? In that book, we're going to read it. Don't worry, we're going to get to that book in another video. But they were basically labeling them Chinos. A lot of them eventually got labeled Indians. All right? That's what the book said, and that's what you guys been telling me to please read for all these years. Please read this book, Kurimel. You got to talk about the Asians that came here and took our identity and became Indians. They weren't even Indians. They were Asians. All right, well, I'm showing you them today. Thank you. Again, Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. These are the people. All right, again, New Caledonia. Google where these places are. New Caledonia, so you can see the location. Again, for all the Pan-Africans out there, no, these people did not originate in Africa. Shout out to Copper Hotstep. He did a great video once showing the Andaman Islanders haplogroups, their DNA test. This is done by specialists, scientists, genealogists. They were able to determine that these people trace back to Asian haplogroups, right? Not Africa. None of these people's DNA goes back to Africa or ancestors. They're Asians. That is their ancestral homeland. All right, Asians. And if they did come from another place, it wasn't Africa before that, all right? Because a lot of these people do look like Americans, right? Like the indigenous people in America, right? So is there a connection? Most likely. But again, these people do not trace back to Africa. So kill that right now. And all the Pan-Africans in the house, you're wrong. And if you think so, prove it. But we already know, based on DNA, the haplogroups do not go back. Also, shout out to UBTB. He did a great series regarding all these, the people, I believe it's called The Smartest Beast of the Field, and that series, and how he showed all the different haplogroups and all that. Great series. Go ahead and check it out. He kind of touches on this a lot too. So I just wanted to continue and remind everybody. Now, this image I thought was very, it says here, why are slanted eyes only associated with Asian people, right? So again, kill the prejudices. Just because somebody has so-called slanted eyes or Asian eyes doesn't mean, they're Mongols or Chinese, all right? And the left, we got a Dinka girl. She's from Africa. The Dinkas, that's what they look like. I had an experiment once, and we put up some Dinka images, and I put feather headdress on them and everything. People were calling them Mongols. People were calling them Taiwanese, Japanese, all this other stuff. And they were actually Africans. They were very surprised to find out they were Africans. On the right here, we got a Khoisan girl, one of the original people in Africa. The Khoisans are one of the oldest people in Africa. And they'll tell you they didn't originate there. They came from somewhere else up in the north. I would say, in my research, and I hope to do a future video on the Khoisan, I believe they were coming from the Caucasus, Caucasian area, the original Caucasians that went down into eventually Africa. But, for now, let's leave it as my opinion, right? So don't worry, you know how I work. Eventually, I'm going to have the sources. We're going to try to